Next, we're going to analyze, or excuse me, we're going to report on the suggestions and changes people thought we should make. So go ahead and open your engineering journal and find that graph. Okay, remember the goal of all of this is to interpret the survey results in writing, to make sense of them in writing, and then decide on what changes to make on our final. So, just to start this a different way, if you look at my other ones, I started with the second survey question, so I'm just going to say the next survey question asked prototype testers, again, just to change up my language, what features should be added or changed? Okay, again, I always start with what's my survey asking them. Okay, now I'm going to go through and I'm going to organize my findings. Because I have so many, I am not going to report numbers, but I'm going to organize by most, medium, last. Okay, so if I look across, belt color and pockets appear the most, and then there's another trend with add more design and apron color occurring next most, and then finally these each appear by one person. Okay, so the top feature suggested was more, oh actually I need to say were top features suggested were more pockets and change the belt material and color. Okay, the top features suggested were more pockets and change the belt material and color. All right, other features that were suggested multiple times were adding a design to the apron and changing the color. Again, just to make it easier on my audience, I'm going with largest first and then the next most, and then I'm grouping the least features. Okay, so now I'm going to start this time with the actual feature. So adding Velcro, it has to be capitalized, or a zipper. Changing, what's the other one? The size of the apron, and belt, and adding a design. Oop, shoot, I got sidetracked there. Hold on, let me go back to, is that right? Okay, adding Velcro, changing the size of the apron. Thought that was where you put, and creating separate pockets, separate and deeper pockets were suggested by a few participants. Okay, so adding Velcro or a zipper, changing the size of the apron and the belt, creating separate and deeper pockets were suggested by a few participants. Okay, so what does all of this mean? Now I've gone through, told you the question, summarized my data. Now I'm going to tell you what this means for changing my results. So I'm just going to, or adding features. So based on this, really, if it's feasible, I'd like to do the things people are asking for the most. Okay, so based on these results, I will add a fourth pocket, remember, because I had 3, change the color of the apron and belt and add a design. Even though adding a deeper pocket was only mentioned once. I like the idea, so I will make the fourth pocket deeper than the rest. Okay, so basically, if we could possibly add everybody's suggestion and it's going to make our prototype better, then why not do that? Okay. If, however, though, it's not really feasible to add all of them, pick the features that occur most often and that are really feasible for you to make changes to. Okay, so last we have to look at summarizing our name data. Okay, so this is our final survey question, so we could finish with, well, kind of, I guess, but we're gonna talk about this question and what people suggested together. So the final survey question asked participants to vote on the product name they liked best. Teacher Aid was voted 58.3% of the time, 58 3/10 of the time. While Teacher Toolkit was only voted for 41.7% of the time. Okay, so let me read that again. A final survey question asked participants to vote on the product name they liked best. Teacher Aid was voted 58 3/10 of the time, while Teacher Toolkit was only voted for 41.7 of the time, or 7/10 of the time. Okay, so here I'm also going to go and get the other names that were suggested. So if you go to your prototype survey and you go here, the results, and we scroll all the way across. Remember, you were given some suggestions, so you can go look at the suggestions here because you're going to need that in a minute. So let's see here. A follow-up question asked students to suggest a new name for the product. Pocky Willie, Teach Organizer, Student Buster were all proposed. Okay, so a follow-up question asked students to suggest a new name for the product. Pocket Willie, Teach Organizer, Student Buster were all proposed. Okay, I see this is an awesome place where I can use a semicolon. A semicolon joins two complete sentences together that are related. So I think that's a good fit. So now I am going to decide on my name. So if I look at theirs, I don't really like any of those suggested better than the ones that I came up with. And I see that Teacher Toolkit Teacher Aid is voted for most of the time. So I'm going to go with that. So I don't like any of the names suggested better than my original two names. So will call my product teacher aid.